So we're going to take a little bit of time just now just to talk about seasonal offers in business. Now, there's loads of different examples of this. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Easter holidays. I like to call these things dynamic launches. Now, the two things that I'm going to talk about in this video is how I am able to create about 5 Black Fridays every single year. How is that possible, Richard? I'm going to show you in a second. And also I'm going to give you some of the logic around how some of the biggest businesses in the world structure their offers. You need to be creative in business if you want to get to that elite kind of level. You're creative in how you make your content. You're creative in how you structure your offers, how you hire and employ people, how you invest your company's treasury, like surplus funds. Creativity is key, and this is going to help a lot of things that you don't realize you're questioning make sense, right? So this is going to be kind of a weird video. Now, firstly, how do I create multiple, 5 Black Fridays every single year? Now, there is one literal Black Friday that we all know about. It's like in November, whatever. Discounted electrical goods, everything is cheaper. It's fantastic. We had amazing success with our Yes Academy Black Friday deal. We don't tend to do Black Friday stuff for our bigger coaching programs like Growth Getters or whatever, but with the Academy, it's online, it's built. We can realistically charge whatever we want, and it's still a net positive. So we had amazing success with our lifetime membership offer on Black Friday for the Yes Academy. So how do I create multiple opportunities to do stuff like that over the next couple of years? Well, this goes back to what I was just talking about there. Dynamic. So you know exactly what I am saying. Dynamic launches. Whilst you're watching this video, if you are enjoying it, please make sure to click the subscribe button down below. Over 80% of the people that watch our videos on YouTube here aren't actually subscribed to my channel, so it would mean a lot to me if you click that subscribe button, stick along for the ride, and get a lot of great value in our business content. This is one of the best things you can do, especially if you are building courses, you're a consultant, you're a coach of any kind. I helped one of my fitness coach friends do this. He was able to add an extra 10K to his revenue just as a one-man band himself, no staff, not the best business person in the world, by the way, he'd admit himself, and he added an extra 10K to his business just by creating one Black Friday offer. Well, imagine we do that a couple of times a year, 5 times 10K. It's an extra little 50K a year. It's definitely going to keep the lights on, right? Nobody, even if you're making like $1 million, $2 million a year, you're not going to say no to an extra 50K. And if you are making $1 million or $2 million, you've got more money to spend on the marketing to build a better offer. So it shouldn't be 50K, it should be 200K, 300K, 500K. So how are we actually able to make these dynamic launches? Richard, I don't know what you mean by dynamic launch. I don't know how to make a dynamic launch. Well, here are some key examples of the dynamic launches I done in 2023 that were the most successful. Now, in June 2022, that is when we officially launched the Yes Academy. So what do you think I might have done in June 2023? Well, what we created was the Yes Birthday Bash, right? So what that was a free to attend live webinar series over 3 nights. We had it in here in our office with a big screen on the stage, and we set up the cameras. We do this stuff professionally. It's not like me just sitting in front of my MacBook kind of, camera or whatever. We do this stuff properly. We value the, the quality of the content. So I done the Yes Birthday Bash. It's super easy to be able to promote this stuff. Guys, we have got the year anniversary of the Yes Academy launching coming up. We've had a year of student success stories, amazing feedback, testimonials, lives being changed. We've had the Scottish Financial Freedom Summit. For those of you who don't know about that, that's another story. We've had so much amazing stuff happen. Come and join us on this free 3-day webinar series. I'm going to be telling you how you can start your first business. Super easy to build that kind of offer and get people inside of that webinar to get amazing content. Here's the key. Loads of people think that running free training, it's all about making sure they get very little from the free training so that people feel forced into having to buy your future training. It's absolutely the wrong way to do it. With your free trainings, you should always drastically over deliver and make sure even if someone doesn't want to ever buy anything from you, they get something fantastic from that training. Why? Because they think to themselves, oh my goodness, if that's the free stuff that I just got, imagine how amazing the paid stuff is actually going to be. Your logic is totally wrong if you're trying to do it the other way around, right? So we had the Yes Birthday Bash. We had approximately 700 people join into that group, but here's me being realistic. 700 people joining a free group, you're not going to get a 700 person show rate. The first night that came on, we had around about 450 people on there. By the way, I spent absolutely zero money on ads to fill this up. This is purely off the back of my mailing list, off the back of posting some stuff on social media. it wasn't something that cost me money. This was a net zero cost putting this stuff together. We had 450 day one, and I think by the time we got to day 3, in terms of when I said to people about joining the academy at a discount and all that kind of stuff, we had somewhere, believe it or not, around 150 people. You're thinking, Richard, you've had 700 in there, there's only 150. Yeah, there's definitely stuff that we can dial down into to make sure that we get a higher show rate. We've now got even better automations, even better follow-up, all that kind of stuff. We had 150 there at the point of the offer. It's free. There's going to be people that don't value free stuff. Why would you? It's free. It's got no value attached to it, right? This is why some people charge, you know, even £1. And it's not the £1, how is that even a pounding? It's not even the £1 that matters, right? It's the fact that someone is willing to put in their card details and do that little bit of work that qualifies them to come into the webinar. Me personally, I just do a lot of them for free. So we had 150 people in there that got the offer. It was a lifetime offer, the Yes Academy. It was discounted. I think the price of the Academy had just increased, so we decreased it back down to original prices, somewhere around the £897 mark. And off the back of that webinar, we made somewhere around 25 to 30K, not including the VAT. So that's kind of what we made from that. Zero ad spend, 3 nights of me spending 90 minutes per night in the office that I'm working anyway, chatting away to people for an extra 25 to 30K inside the business. All that got used for was increased ad spend for future offers, right? What's another example of that? Well, if I'd done the Yes birthday bash, what comes along in September? It's Richard's birthday bash now. Richard's going to have a little birthday bash. He's going to be doing a live webinar series. You can do these things on live webinars on Zoom. The Zoom webinar feature is not expensive. You can do this inside of closed Facebook groups. You can do this inside of communities like School, SKOOL. What I need you to do if you're ever going to do something like this for any type of business, coaching offer, consultancy, doesn't matter what it is, you must take data before they get in the group. Because if someone's not going to purchase from you, they're not going to choose to be part of your coaching program straight away, you want to be able to remarket to them, right? So when people are getting in, if they want access to that Facebook group, school group, Zoom webinar, whatever it may be, you want at least their name and their email. At least then you can add them into your email marketing, you can chat away to them. Phone number, for a free thing, sometimes it's a little bit of a larger commitment. So you can understand now how I'm able to do all of these dynamic launches. I'm able to create loads of different ways to make these events seem exciting, fresh, and new. This is why businesses like Experian, for example, it's January right now, it's January 5th, I've had 5 emails from Experian in January. You've got new offers, new credit offers, new cards released, eligibility has increased. Well, why is that? It's a seasonal offer from them. Everyone thinks that people stop buying in January. Not true. People stop buying actually in February, because we're in a credit-based economy now. People take credit cards to buy the Christmas presents, and not until February do they actually get their credit card statement. So when more credit is offered in January, they jump on and take it. This is a great example of a seasonal offer, and so many businesses do this. So if you're preparing and you're getting in your head thinking, oh, January's going to be a really slow month, no, it's generally always February is the slowest month of the year, and this is an example of a dynamic launch within a business like Experian. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about what dynamic launches you can do inside your businesses, build out the groups, build out the offers, create the ad creatives, get the content out there on social media, give as much value as possible, and see how much revenue you can add to your business by creating your own 5, 10, 15 Black Fridays every single year. I go on this meeting, mate, sorry. Bye.